Hi, it's Mark from Moose, Marketing PI Editor at PunchlineGloucester.com, and welcome to Punchline Talks. Today I'm at the Grove Hub at the magnificent MX Centre in Cheltenham. I'm with Lisa Spivey, who's the Chief Executive, no, not the leader of Gloucestershire County Council. Look, we'll carry on.
Let's carry on, that's fine.
Lisa, you've just done a speech. Wonderful. What you talked about, the connectivity of business and partnerships. Could you just elaborate on that, please?
Yes, I was delighted to be asked to do this opening speech today for CyNam's Secure Futures event. The theme today was Connect, so I thought that's absolutely perfect because it's really something I really highly prize and value is partnership working. I recognise that as a county council or as individual institutions, it's really difficult to do things if we don't reach out to each other and work together because our strength is in that partnership working.
Now, obviously, one of the things that you did touch about was how education, transportation, all these elements are linking together to help the cyber community, but business community as a whole. Can you elaborate on that as well, please?
Yeah, I think when we take things in individual silos, then they don't work. So it's brilliant if you can grow your business, fantastic. But if you don't have the right skill set amongst the employees locally that you want to employ, what are you going to do? Where are you going to get that supply chain of workers from? If those workers don't have somewhere safe and affordable to live, then they're not going to want to come there. If they can't get to work because you don't have really good public transport, then again, it makes a difference. People want to live places which are really attractive. In Gloucestershire, we know we've got that in abundance. It's a really fantastic county, really attractive, but we want to make sure that we can grow that we can make sure that it keeps like that and just make it better.
Now, you also touched on the different business groups and organisations and the fact that you're actually meeting up regularly with the MPs. We all know for the first time in a long time there's lots of different political parties that are controlling things. Again, can you tell us a little bit more about that, please?
Yeah, of course. So when I became the leader, I really wanted to make sure that I drew in all the partners to work together, and I knew that part of that is certainly from the council's perspective, is that lobbying to government. And I wanted to make sure that all of our MPs were that I met them together, so we didn't meet them along the political divides. So in Gloucestershire, we've got 3 Liberal Democrat MPs, 3 Labour MPs and 1 Conservative MP. So I've created a space, we meet monthly because I want them to understand what Gloucestershire needs. I feel very much that I represent not just my division in South Cerney, but I am, as the leader of the council, representing the entire county. So that lobbying, that making sure that we get that voice into government is really, really important. So bringing everybody together to work for that, I seem to be, the best solution, and it's working really well, I have to say.
Now, obviously, CyNam is a really, really important part of and cyber security is a really, really important part of moving forward. We touched on the Golden Valley today as well. Again, it's very exciting. Junction 10 coming on stream, perhaps. So much to cram in. I mean, you've only been leader since, I think, May, isn't it?
Since the end of May, yeah. Right, it's been a very busy 4.5 months.
Okay, and the Golden Valley itself, can you again elaborate on the importance of that to the county?
Oh, it's massively important, and I think what Golden Valley does is it provides jobs, it provides work opportunity. It is that part of those thriving communities, that building on what is already a fantastic county, but really bringing that in. I think Gloucestershire really is underestimated on national level, and I think we punch well above our weight. You heard in Councillor Tuke's speech all of those facts and figures. We really are a fantastic county for innovation and for growth, and that's going to be a real pivotal part of that.
One of my, I thought was quite touching actually was your own journey to where we are. You used to do amateur dramatics, went to the theatre. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more of that as well?
Well, yeah, look, I did a lot of youth theatre when I was younger, and then I worked in TV commercial production. So I really value a team. I think that's what I was trying to get across, was really that idea of partnership working is something that I've done forever. The theatre, you're literally keeping the show on the road and working all together, and each individual person is really important as part of that team. So that's something I really value.
Councillor Lisa, lovely to see you again. Thanks so much for your time.
Good to see you.